Hello, I am Putri Angelica, and I'm gonna explain about my thermodynamics experiment. Before we get to the experiment, I'm gonna talk about the purpose of this experiment. The purpose of this experiment is proving the basic equation of ideal gas, which is PV that shows the linear relationship between the pressure and temperature. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you the steps to assemble the thing to do the experiment. I'm gonna also show you how I perform the experiment and also analyze the result. So to do the experiment, we need several things. Me and my group bought all these things from online shop, which is from Shopee and Tokopedia. So those things are a plastic box, electric stove or electric heater, and then thermocouple, syringe, and also sealant. So to assemble to before doing the experiment, we need to assemble all these things. So the first thing that we need to do is to make a hole in the plastic box so that we can get a way out of the cable for the thermocouples, the electric stove, and also we can make a way in for the syringe. So after setting up the syringe, thermocouple cables, and also the electric stove, we need to seal the hole with sealant so that there is no leakage on the box. And then I use tape as an uh, additional safety to the box so that I can seal any possibility of the leakage of the box. And then I add some sealant to the place that I cannot cover with the tape. And then to perform the experiment is actually pretty simple. So we just need to heat up the box by turning on the electric stove or electric heater, and then we just need to measure the temperature using thermocouples, and we just need to measure the pressure by looking at the displacement of the syringe. So this experiment is actually having a purpose to prove the equation of PV and RT, which is a very basic equation of ideal gas, and we expect to obtain a linear relationship of pressure and temperature. So we expect to have a data that can prove when the temperature increase, the pressure is also increase. So let's just get to the experiment. So as we can see from the video of experiment, that this experiment is actually didn't work really well. So the temperature keep increasing, but we cannot see any displacement of the plunger of the syringe. so we cannot see any difference in pressure. So from this experiment we can see that there is several reasons that might cause why this experiment didn't work. So the first one is because it there might be a leakage on the box, so that we cannot measure the temperature inside the box. And then the second reason is because the pressure that is produced by heating up the air inside the box is just too small in pressure gauge, so we cannot measure it with a syringe. And the third reason is because there might be a leakage in the syringe itself, so that we cannot really measure the pressure inside the box. So in conclusion, by doing this experiment we cannot really prove the concept, since it didn't work really well due to several reasons that I mentioned before, which is there might be a leakage on the syringe, there might be a leakage on the box, and the pressure that is produced by the electric stove may be too small, so that we cannot measure the pressure inside the box. So from this class, I I learned that it is really hard to do the assemble process, especially in the process of making the box uh, really insulated, so that we make sure that there is no leakage on the box. So I really learned that um, things that we seen, it is simple, like we first designed this experiment because it's simple and it didn't need many things to be prepared, but actually it is really hard to be conducted. So I think that's all for me. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.